Hello guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is your leckyjake. And so for today, I'm going to show you all the different parts of our HVAC or our onboard air conditioning system. And we did a lot of maintenance onto this air condition, and I am going to show you what is inside the filter dryer, how we are going to isolate it and change it, and then I'm also going to show you what is it look like the water-cooled condenser. And then we were able to replace the compressor oil also. And I'm also going to show you in this video all of these things that we did into this air conditioning system. So come and join me in this new learning. So this is the filter dryer installed into our air condition system. And from the word itself, filter dryer, it absorbs all the moisture present in the refrigerant flowing into our system. So for today, we are going to replace the filter dryer inside. So all we need to do is to pump down the unit. We need to close this valve coming from the condenser side. And then, while the compressor is running, we will let all the refrigerant to be collected onto the condenser side. And then, all the remaining refrigerant from the outlet of this filter dryer will still be flowing into the evaporator. And then, from the evaporator, it will be continuously being sucked by our compressor. And then, of course, the refrigerant will be collected onto the condenser. While it is being collected into the condenser, the discharge pressure will actually increase and our suction pressure will actually decrease until it will reach the set value for the compressor to stop. And once this compressor stops, we need to close the suction service valve. After it stops, and then there will still be pressure or refrigerant onto the crankcase of the compressor, and the suction pressure will increase a little bit. So we need to start again the compressor until all the refrigerant will be collected onto the condenser. In this way, we can open now the crankcase after we close the discharge service valve of the compressor. So all we have to do is now to connect this drain hose from the service valve of the crankcase, and then we will collect all this oil into one container. After that, we open the front cover of the compressor and we did an inspection onto the crankcase, especially if there is metal filings or something metal present onto this one. And then we need to remove actually this filter and replace it with a brand new one. And after cleaning the area and installing a new filter for the oil, then we put back the cover of this compressor. And checking the gasket, it is still in good condition. So after putting the cover of the compressor, we then need to do a vacuum onto the crankcase or onto the compressor. The idea is that we will vacuum this crankcase, and then once it is on a vacuum state, it means we don't have any more air present onto the crankcase. So later, once we open the service valves of the compressor, we do not have any more moisture onto the system. And one thing more is that once we vacuum this crankcase, it is easy for us to charge or put the oil onto the crankcase. We will just connect the hose onto the container, and then the compressor will do the sucking or charging of the oil inside its crankcase. So we let the oil to go around 3/4 on the side glass. After that, while I'm doing the charging of this compressor oil, other crew started to dismantle the filter dryer. This is the filter dryer inside, and what is inside is desiccant or silica gel. This is the small beads inside which absorbs the moisture onto the refrigerant. As you can see, they are colored dark now. Originally, they are clear or something a little bit pink in color. So this is the condition of the filter dryer now. So it is really need a replacement or maintenance onto our air condition system. And then we have decided to also replace this housing since we have a spare housing on board. So after that, we need to also clean the condenser cooling system, which is water cooled. So the first thing that we need is we isolated the valves, and then we drain the water. So after draining the water, we were able to open this condenser. So this is the way how it looks like inside. There are tubes which the fresh water will pass to have a cooling or exchange of heat between the body of the condenser and to the water that is flowing on them. So please take note that we still have the refrigerant inside, which we collected a while back. So we did a pressure test or leak test onto this condenser tubes, so that we will know if we have leak onto these tubes. And we are so happy to find out that everything is still in good condition. And after that, we started cleaning all the tubes. As you can see, this is how dirty they are. Actually, the cooling system or the water that is flowing onto these tubes whenever the system is running is actually fresh water from our LT cooling system. Since the system is under pump down, so we took the liberty to do a leak test onto our system. And we also did this nitrogen test or pressure test onto the evaporator side. And good thing that we cannot find any leak onto it. So we then put back everything, and then we check the refrigerant level on the system. And good thing it is still in good level. After that, we were able to run again the system and gave us really a good efficiency after doing all this maintenance. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something from this video. And this is your Lecky Jake, and see you